Hello friends, my name is Shilpa Kakkar. I am from M.B. Patel English Medium Secondary and Higher Secondary School. Today I have come with history subject. The second lesson of history. The name of the lesson is Harappan Civilization. Harappa civilization, is the oldest civilization of the world. Let us see why it is considered as the best civilization among all the civilizations of the world. We will see in detail about Harappa civilization. The first Indian civilization is Harappa. It is also known as Sindhu Valley civilization. In this civilization, as they were found on the banks of river Sindhu. This is the tradition of archaeology that if a city, a village is found near any of the districts, then that place is given the name of that civilization. And this civilization was found near the district Harappa, and that is why it is named as Harappa civilization. It is the first civilization which happened to be considered as the oldest among all other civilizations of the world, that were Mesopotamian and Egyptian. These three civilizations, that is Harappa, Mesopotamian and Egyptian, these three civilizations are the oldest civilizations of the world. Harappa was found near the district of Punjab in Montgomery district, and under the guidance of Sir John Marshall and Cardinal Mackay, it was dug in 1921. At that time, they were digging the place for laying the railway tracks. So, when they were digging this place, they discovered another important site near Punjab only, in the district of Sindh, Mohenjo-daro in Lark district. So, these two were nearby and they were very similar, and that is why both of them come under the Harappa civilization. This process continued during the entire 20th century. Approximately 1,000 Harappan sites have been discovered so far, and there are the possibilities of Gujarat having approximately 100 Harappa sites. Harappan civilization is called the oldest historical civilization because we have not yet been able to decipher the Harappan script. This shows that the Harappa was unique and had many great features. It was well developed and considered to be one of the largest civilizations of the world. When we talk about its area, we can call it largest because if we see, they were developed, they were set up on the banks of river Ravi, Sindhu, Bhagwo, Ghaggar, Hakara, which are known as Saraswati now. On the banks of these rivers, Harappa was found. This shows that it had covered the large area. They were dependent on the rivers originating from Himalayas, and that is why much of the area was covered. Right now, Harappa and Mohenjo-daro are in Pakistan. They were the part of India during 1921 because it was one of the districts of India only. After 1947, after the division of India, that area went to Pakistan. As you can see in this map, see, you can clearly see all these things. If you open up your book, if you have the book in front of you, see, you can clearly see the rivers which are flowing from the Himalayas: Sindhu River, Ghagra, Ghagar and Hakara River. So these rivers were the lifeline of that civilization. We found that Mohenjo-daro was located over here. We know that Rajasthan, parts of Rajasthan are there. You know that this is Gujarat. This area is Gujarat. Can you see it, students? See, this is Gujarat. Alright, this area is of Gujarat, where we have found Dholavira, Chahudaro, Anari, Sen, Mehsana, Ahmedabad, Lothal, Rangpur, Saurashtra. From all these places, we have found the remains of Harappa civilization. You can see the size. That is why it is called as the largest civilization. It has been discovered, found that it has went far from these areas, and you all know, you are well aware about this civilization because you have already done about it in your junior classes, that due to the frequent floods, this area was developed, redeveloped, remade many a times. That is why Mohenjo-daro was called as Mound of Dead, because many people died due to the frequent floods. As I told you, that this area was depending on the rivers from Himalayas. So Himalayas rivers, as you all know, when it flows, if there is heavy rainfall, the rivers overflow and results in flood. It is believed that this area was frequently destroyed because of flood, and it was again they constructed the entire area again and again. It has been believed that Mohenjo-daro was reconstructed 9 times. Later on, we found that this people who started moving to other areas, and that is why it became a very large in science, because people went to different places. From one place to another, they go to save their lives and to live peaceful life. They mainly dependent on agriculture and animal rearing, because there was no other profession at that time. We have found that the culture was developing at that time. Culture and civilization are two different words, beta. Culture means the life pattern. Culture means, be very careful, understand the meaning of the word. We use our culture is very old, our civilization is also old, but both the things are different. Culture means the life pattern that man creates using natural factors. Whereas civilization, civilization is required, it is necessary to have city in it. So people started living together. They made a city that is called as civilization, and living in that city they adopted a pattern of life using the natural factors. So that is why culture and civilization, even though they are used together, but they have different meanings. It implies that civilization is a way ahead of the life pattern of culture. Alright, so the origin of civilization is civitas, and the meaning of civitas is city. Hence, civilization can be there where there exists a city. I repeat, please keep in mind, make it clear that culture and civilization are two, which means culture means the life pattern that man creates using natural factors, whereas civilization is necessary to have city in it. It implies that civilization is a way ahead of the life pattern of culture. The origin of civilization is civitas. Civitas, the meaning of civitas is city. Hence, civilization can be there where there exists a city. In a way, civilization indicates development along with natural factors. After the rural culture of New Stone Age, Harappa civilization developed in northwestern part of India. Historians and archaeologists believe that because of technical knowledge, the production of grains increased immensely. On the fertile banks of the rivers such as Sindhu, Saraswati, Ghagra, Hakara, Bhagavo. Consequently, the market for non-agricultural fields were also developed. Gradually, such cities must have developed in the northwestern part of India. This is how Harappa civilization developed and ultimately turned into a complete urban culture. In India, this civilization developed completely in by approximately 2000 BC. Apart from it, other copper stone age culture were existing, which were outside the area of Harappa civilization. So friends, when we talk about this area, this culture, we understand that it is very old, and the origin and the development took place at that time. Even historians use words like pre-Harappan period for the origin of Harappan culture, which is approximately 5000 years old. The discovery of copper and the subsequent changes that took place in agriculture are important, due to which small towns came up. Mature Harappan civilization emerged. Civilization time is arranged from 2350 BC to 1750 BC. The period after that is named as post-Harappan period in which this civilization gradually loses its urbanized character. We know the unique features of this civilization. These are the unique features which we are going to discuss in detail in our next class. These unique features were town planning, drainage system, trade and commerce, administration, text system, the script, which has not yet been deciphered. People are still struggling to understand the script. See the students, they how modern they were, how progressed, how much development was done. That during that time they they wrote, they knew how to write down. So the script, they are still struggling with the script of Harappa civilization and the city culture. All these things we are going to discuss in our next class. Thank you. For better understanding, read the text and understand. Thank you, all of you.